Okay, this is lesson 73. We didn't have time in class to talk about it, so it's on page 455 in your book, and basically we're going to find the areas of polygons. So hopefully you know that the word regular, like a regular polygon, means all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal. That enables us to break the polygons up into these congruent triangles, and then you can just find the area of one triangle and multiply it by, well, however many triangles there are in the figure. So apothem is actually the height of the triangle, and so you're going to need to, if it doesn't give it to you, you will always need to find the apothem of the regular polygon, because you can't get the area of a triangle without a height, and that's what that is. It's the altitude. So basically the procedure is, like if it says find the area and perimeter, oh, it says perimeter on this one, of a regular pentagon, in this one it has it actually inscribed in a circle, and it tells you the radius. So the radius is just this length of the sides of the isosceles triangles. They always form isosceles triangles. You can just use the fact that the angles have to, as they meet in the middle, they have to add to 360. So you can go 360 divided by 5, and you get your, I think that gives you 72. But then you have to split that in half so that you can have your apothem, or your height. And then you just find the area of the triangle, 1/2 times base times height. You end up having to use one of your SOHCAHTOAs for this, depending on what's given. In this one, if you use the 36, and you're looking for, it looks like in this example, they're also asked to find the perimeter, so they want this bottom part. So in this one, you would use sine, right, opposite over hypotenuse. But you're also going to want to find the height, so you can get the area. Okay, so basically you chop it up into triangles, and then you can find the area of one triangle, and then you can multiply that by however many triangles. So we're going to try one. They're easy, but if you make a mistake, then they take a long time. So if you make one little mistake, it kind of ruins the problem, and so that's kind of a bummer. But oh, I already have this paper right here. So I'm supposed to do number 8. So let's see. It says it's an 8-sided polygon, and the length of the side is 10. So I'm going to try, you can't see what I'm writing right now. I'm going to try to draw a picture of a 8-sided polygon, which would just be a octagon. I'm not going to try super hard though, because I'm not going to end up using my picture. I'm just going to use, I'm going to grab one triangle out of it and start working on it. But just, for the sake of you understanding what's going on in the situation, I'll draw you a little sketch. So this is basically an 8-sided, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's supposed to be an 8-sided polygon. And what else did it say about it? It said the length of a side. So in the other example we just looked at, they had like a radius of a circle, but this is actually just the length of each side is 10. Right, so the perimeter would be 80. They didn't ask for the perimeter, they want the area. So here's how I go find the area. I'm just going to grab one triangle out of there. Here's one triangle. The bottom's 10, right? Just pretend it's that triangle right there. And then how can I get this right here? Well, I go 360 divided by however many triangles there are. There's 8 triangles in this one. So 360 divided by 8, that's 45. So that's 45 degrees. We know it's isosceles. I could find these two if I wanted to. I could go 180 minus 45 and divide it by 2. But really, I need to get the area of this triangle, so I need to get a height. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop it in half. I'll just chop it in half right here so that you can tell that it's half. So if I chopped it in half in order to get the height, then this would now be 5. right? This is just say the left-hand side of this triangle, which is actually just a piece of this big figure right here, the polygon. If I chopped it in half of 45 would be, I don't know, what's half of 45? That would be 22.5. Okay, and I'm really interested in finding the height, because all I've been asked to do is find the area, and I know area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height, so I need this thing right there. So I can use one of my SOHCAHTOAs for that, since I have a right triangle. So which SOHCAHTOA, let's see, SOHCAHTOA, which SOHCAHTOA would be appropriate? I have adjacent and opposite. I think I'm going to use tangent. If I wanted to use, well, I'd still have to use tangent even if I grab that angle. So I'm just going to use tangent. So tangent of 22.5, tangent is opposite, which is 5, over adjacent, which is x. Okay, so cross products, 5 times 1 is 5. X times that number is, well, x tangent 22.5. Okay, then I want to solve for x, so divide by tangent of 22.5. I have to keep this video under 10 minutes, I think. Yikes. So I'm just going to put that in my calculator. 5 divided by tangent 22. 5 divided by, now I'm going to go fast. 22.5. Well, it gave me about 12.07-ish. Okay, so that's this. Okay, I'm going to hurry through this so I make my 10-minute mark. So remember we said area is 1/2 times base times height. So 1/2, I'm going to use the whole base of the, oh, you can't see what I'm writing now. I'm going to use the whole base all the way across. I already know the height. So I'm going to go 1/2 times 10 times 12.07. Half of 10 is 5. 5 times, I already got that number in my calculator. I'm just going to times it by 5. That gives me that number. 60.35555 or something like that. That's for one triangle, I think. 3, 3, blah, 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 right? That's one triangle. I was going to draw a triangle around it. But I have to times it by 8 because there's 8 triangles there. Right, so times it by 8. There we go. So that's approximately 482.84. And then I can't remember what unit of measurement we were in. Let's look and see. Centimeters. And it's an area, so it's squared. There's your answer. Okay, there's a picture. You can replay this, and also if you just look in your book, it has a very, very nice explanation as well. Okay, good luck.